Morning breaks across the canyon line, boots in dust chasing fading signs. No one left to say goodbye, just the wind and a cloudless sky. I'm riding into silence where the wild winds cry, where echoes of my past go drifting by. No compass, no name, just the open plain and the ghost of love I couldn't explain. Once I rode for gold and fame, now it's peace I seek, not a name. Horse and heart, both worn and free, leaving behind what's left of me. I'm riding into silence where the wild winds cry, where echoes of my past go drifting by. No compass, no name, just the open plain and the ghost of love I couldn't explain. Maybe somewhere past the hill, there's a place my soul can finally be still. Yes, I'm riding into silence with the sun sinking low, where stories end and rivers cease to flow. One last breath on this dust-worn trail, a cowboy's heart in the setting pale. I carved her name on canyon stone, thought we'd build a life, not ride alone. But fate don't listen, love don't stay. She left when the winds turned gray. Now I hear her voice in the canyon's cry, soft as the dust, sharp as goodbye. Her laughter rides the canyon walls, then fades away when nighttime falls. Campfire crackles, coyotes wail, a lonesome tune on a windy trail. I drink to dreams I couldn't keep and chase her shadow in my sleep. Now I hear her voice in the canyon's cry, soft as the dust, sharp as goodbye. Her laughter rides the canyon walls, then fades away when nighttime falls. yes, I hear her voice in the canyon's cry. She's everywhere. Though years went by, her memories carved in this white stone land. And I ride on just a hollow man. She wore a sundress and a crooked smile. Met her on that porch, we talked a while. Stars above and her hand in mine. Felt like I'd found my finish line. Porch lights and promises glowing in the night. Soft-spoken words in the pale moonlight. She said, don't go far, cowboy, come back soon. With love in her eyes and June in bloom. Tied my boots and rode at dawn, but her voice still lingers when I'm gone. Every town I pass, I see her face. Every trail winds back to that place. Porch lights and promises glowing in the night. Soft-spoken words in the pale moonlight. She said, don't go far, cowboy, come back soon. With love in her eyes in June in bloom. I've roamed the plains, I've chased the wind, but I always ride back home again. To porch lights and promises waiting there for me. A girl and a dream under an old oak tree. She said, stay this time, don't let me go. And I said yes, with my heart in tow. She had boots too big for that little town, eyes like storm clouds, hair hanging down. She served beer and dreams at Ruby's bar, and danced like a flame under falling stars. That girl from Amarillo, wild and true, could break your heart with just a look at you. She didn't belong to no man's plan, but I loved her the only way I can. I played my song, she'd sing along, but never stayed when the nights got long. She whispered once, you're not my end, then kissed me hard like we'd never meet again. That girl from Amarillo, wild and true, could break your heart with just a look at you. She didn't belong to no man's plan, but I loved her the only way I can. Some say she left for girl from Amarillo still haunts my song. She's the wind that blows when I ride along. Can't tie her down like the desert sand, but I'll always love her the best I can. There's a stool with my name at the end of the bar. Same sad song in a smoke-filled jar. Whiskey burns like her last goodbye. I drink to forget, but it just won't die. Barstool Blues and neon lights, a cowboy's heart beneath heart skies. She left with the dawn, took my life too. Now I drink her ghost in every brew. The jukebox plays our favorite tune. I curse her name by the light of the moon. Barkeep says, son, it's time to go, but I'm stuck in the past she stole. Barstool Blues and neon lights, a cowboy's heart beneath heart skies. She left with the dawn, took my light too. Now I drink her ghost in every brew. They say the bottle won't heal the soul, but it numbs the pain and fills the hole. Barstool Blues, my one-man band, with a broken heart and a shaking hand. She's gone, I'm here night after night, fading in whiskey and neon light. He straps in tight, nods his head. Crowd roars loud and the chute gates red. Dust explodes and the bull goes wild, but he's calm and fierce, the rodeo child. 8 seconds of glory, a lifetime of scars, a prayer in his throat, a wish on the stars. He rides for the thrill, not for the fame. Every buckle's earned in pain and flame. He's got a girl waiting but true. A cowboy's dream in red, white, and blue. He lives for the ride, not the story, just 8 seconds of cowboy glory. My boots leave marks where no man stays, through desert nights and sunburned days. No fence can hold the soul I've got. I ride with ghosts and dreams forgot. Bootprints in the sand, that's all I leave. No letters, no plans, no need to grieve. I was born to wander, not to land. I'm just a story written in sand. Campfires fade, lovers do too. They call me stranger wherever I ride through. But there's peace in the howl of the prairie wind, and truth in the trail that never ends. Bootprints in the sand, that's all I leave. No letters, no plans, no need to grieve. I was born to wander, not to land. I'm just a story written in sand. Some folks chase a picket fence dream. I chase the moon and the in-between. Bootprints in the sand, that's all I need. No anchor, no chain, no planted seed. I ride on dust, not solid land. A cowboy heart in shifting sand. No road signs, just stars and wind. No start, no end, just where I've been. A saddle warm, a horse that knows. We don't ask why, we just go. No map, just sky and a will to roam. I carry my past, but I've made peace with alone. Each mile's a song, each breeze a guide. I ride where the sun and silence collide. Folks back home don't understand why I trade warm hearts for barren land. But freedom's a flame you can't contain. It burns best in the wide terrain. No map, just sky and a will to roam. I carry my past, but song, each breeze a guide. I ride where the sun and silence collide. There's beauty in not knowing where you'll lay your head or say your prayer. No map, just sky, that's enough for me. No roots to bind, no lock or key. The west is wide, but the stars don't lie. So I ride on with no map, just sky. She stood in the doorway, hair in the breeze, eyes full of fire, heart begging me please. But a cowboy don't know how to stay, so I kissed her once, then rode away. I said I'll love you till the sunset fades, till the last red light slips over the plains. But the sun sets fast and love slips too, and I broke the promise I made to you. Letters came and silence grew, dust on the trail and guilt that flew. I looked for peace in another town, but her goodbye still hunts me down. I said I'll love you till the sunset fades, till the last red light slips over the plains. But the sun sets fast and love slips too, and I broke the promise I made to you. Now every dusk feels like regret, and every sky bleeds what I forget. Yeah, I swore I'd stay till the sunset fades, but the road pulled harder than love ever made. Now I chase that light, but it slips away, and I live with the price I chose to pay. I wrote your name on an old barn wall, right where the stars would start to fall. In every town I penned a line, but never found the nerve to sign. These are the letters I never sent, words too late, hearts too bent, carried in saddlebags, soaked by rain, telling truths wrapped up in pain. You said if you leave, don't look behind, so I tried to erase you from my mind. But ink runs deep and so does guilt, in every mile your face is built. These are the letters I never sent, words too late, hearts too bent, carried in saddle Till then I ride with every word unsaid, with pages filled in black and red. No envelope, no address meant, just me and letters I never sent. The sheriff said, "You've got one last chance," but I tipped my hat, gave fate its dance. That outlaw drew, the sky turned red. When the smoke cleared, he lay there dead. Gunsmoke goodbye, I ain't proud or clean, but I've done what I must in this no man's dream. With dust on my coat and blood in my eye, I ride away on a Gunsmoke goodbye. She watched from the edge of the chapel door. Tears fell silent like a promise no more. I nodded once, couldn't stay. Some men live by riding away. Gunsmoke goodbye, I ain't proud or clean, but I've done what I must in this no man's dream. With dust on my coat and blood in my eye, I ride away on a Gunsmoke goodbye. They'll ride my tail in a song of shame, but no one rides without a name. Gunsmoke goodbye, that's how it ends. No glory, just loss, and a trail that bends. A shadow long in the setting sky, that's me, fading on a Gunsmoke goodbye. We rode together side by side through lightning storms and county lines. He had my back, I had his name. Two brothers bound by dust and flame. Ride or die out west, that's the code we knew. And blood and fire and sky so blue. When trouble comes, we don't confess, we ride or die out in the west. Then came that job near Devil's Creek. We knew the odds, but never spoke weak. He took the shot meant for me. Now I ride alone in memory. Ride or die out west, that's the code we knew. In blood and fire and sky so blue. When trouble comes, we don't ride or die. Out in the West, I wear his name on my leather vest. He rides with me in every breath. Ride or die out west, it never fades. Some debts can't be repaid. I raise my glass to the one who blessed this cowboy creed. Ride or die out west. Mama said, boy, you've got that look, like wind in your veins and pages from no book. You were never made for sitting still. You've got prairie dust in your will. I was born to run wild, not to be tamed, like horses on fire with no one to blame. No ring, no fence, no place to hide, just stars and wind, and open ride. I tried love once, it burned too bright, like lightning flashing through the night. She begged me stay, but I just grinned, 'cause I'm only loyal to the wind. I was born to run wild, not to be tamed, like horses on fire with no one to blame. No ring, no fence, no place to hide, just stars and wind, and open ride. They call it lonely, I call it free. A life not bound, a soul like the sea. I was born to run wild and ride alone, with a heart like thunder and a soul full grown. One with the dusk, one with the miles, forever lost in freedom smile. Every morning starts with the pounding sound of hoofbeats rolling on sacred ground. The dust lifts up, the sky turns white, and I find my rhythm in that ride. Hoofbeats and heartbeats moving as one underneath that rising sun. Me and my Mustang, soul to soul, running wild, out of control. She don't need reins, just needs the wind, and I don't need much but the trail again. No voices, no towns, just her and me, bound in motion, wild and free. Hoofbeats and heartbeats moving as one underneath that rising you've never known this cowboy sound. Hoofbeats and heartbeats, thunder and flame, each gallop whispering freedom's name. Let the world fade, let the fences fall, 'cause I've got the wind, and that's all. This old hat's got stories stitched in sweat, from Texas heat to mountain wet. Every crease a trail I rode, every stain a secret I never told. Dust on my hat like dust on my soul. Been riding so long, don't know what's whole. Time rolls on, but this crown still fits, a cowboy's crown through every hit. She once tried to take it off my head, so let go of the past, come home instead. But I wore this brim through joy and fight. It shades my eyes from truth and light. Dust on my hat like dust on my soul. Been riding so long, don't know what's for. Time rolls on, but this crown still fits, a cowboy's crown through every hit. Maybe one day I'll hang it high when the trail ends under the sky. But till that day, this hat stays near, holding stories I still hold dear. Through love and loss, through flame and flat, I ride on with dust on my hat. There's a porch swing still creaking in Cheyenne, where we dance barefoot with sunburned hands. Her laughter echoed through the trees. Back then love was wild and free. Back then in Wyoming, the skies were wide, and her heart beat strong right next to mine. We were young and dumb and full of fire, burning with dreams and small town desire. forever in that trailer park. But I chased wind and left too soon. Now she's someone else's June. Back then in Wyoming, the skies were wide, and her heart beat strong right next to mine. We were young and dumb and full of fire, burning with dreams and small town desire. I ride through towns, but none feel right, 'cause my home was hers for just one night. Yeah, back then in Wyoming, time stood still in the golden hush of that quiet hill. If I could go back, I wouldn't roam. I'd trade the world to call her home. Mama woke before the rooster crowed, fixed the fence, then hit the stove. Her hands were cracked, her words were few, but every scar she earned was true. Mama's hands, leather tough, soft with love, but strong enough to pull a plow or calm a storm, to hold me close, to keep me warm. She patched my jeans, taught me to ride, told me truth was better than pride. And when I left with that old guitar, she stood firm, though it broke her heart. Mama's hands, leather tough, soft with love, but strong enough to pull a plow or calm a storm, to hold me close, to keep me warm. Now I ride across this land so wide, but I still feel her hands at my side. Mama's hands, they guide me still through every storm, through every hill. I may roam, but not too far from Mama's touch, my North Star. There's a rusted gate and a gravel road where memories live and time runs slow. The wind smells like sweet alfalfa hay, and I still hear Dad shouting, "Start your day." Home is where the herd is, out past the barn, with early sunrises and calloused arms, where love is loud in simple ways, and fence posts count the passing days. Mama stew and dogs that bark, the lullaby of a cattle lark. That ranch raised me broke and built, taught me pride and honest guilt. Home is where the herd is, out past the barn, with early sunrises and calloused arms, where love is loud in simple ways, and fence posts count the passing days. I might ride far, I might chase gold, but this dirt is richer than I've ever told. Yes, home is where the herd is, always will be, where my roots run deep, wild and free. I tip my hat to the fields and skies, where my heart still lives, though my saddle flies. The sky don't weep here very much, but when it does, it breaks and floods. Like the heavens hold their breath for years, then let it fall through cowboy tears. When the sky cries in Texas, it don't pretend. It pours like sorrow that never ends. So I sit on the porch and drink my shame, and let the rain wash away her name. The cattle huddle, the fence wires moan, the wind sounds like I'm not alone. Each drop's a memory, sharp and raw, of love I lost, of laws I broke and saw. When the sky cries in Texas, it don't pretend. It pours like sorrow that never ends. So I sit on the porch and drink my shame, and let the rain wash away her name. Sometimes the land needs to feel the pain, just like a man who's lost in rain. Yeah, when the sky cries in Texas, the world stands still, and hearts like mine bend to its will. I tip my hat to the tears that fall, 'cause even cowboys need storms to stall. Morning comes with the smell of rain. The earth is quiet, washed to pain. The saddle's damp, the rains are cold, but there's peace where storms unfold. After the storm, the song begins with softer winds and clearer sins. The sky turns blue, the trail feels new, and I ride on with lighter boots. The trees are still, the birds return. The fire's out, but embers burn. My horse walks slow, as if he knows we've shed a weight the wind once chose. After the storm, the song begins with softer winds and clearer sins. The sky turns blue, the trail feels new, and I ride on with lighter boots. You can't outrun the rain too long, but every storm leaves you a song. Yes, after the storm I find my tune beneath the calm of a silver moon. The dust may rise, but my heart stands strong, 'cause I was born to ride and write the song.